Hi guys, Dean here again. As I alluded to a couple of days ago when I posted the last video, it was my birthday last week, so basically went out and spent the money that I got. A couple of different things really. Anyway, there's some stuff that I've got previous to my birthday that I mentioned as well in the last video, a couple of the Weezer MoFi pressings. I've got a couple of other bits and bobs as well. I also went digging on the Saturday just gone, so we've got quite a large collection of stuff to throw there. So what I'll do is I'll go through the new purchases and stuff first, and then I'll do a separate video for the used stuff. Let's get cracking. First of all, AC/DC. It's the soundtrack to Iron Man 2. It's one I got for my birthday, and it's pretty much what you pretty much heard on the soundtrack. I'm not sure if every song on here was actually played on the soundtrack, but I know it was quite AC/DC centric, which is good if you're an AC/DC lover. I do like AC/DC. I've got most of the albums now anyway. There's probably only a couple more that I need. So yeah, I've been picking them up over the years. But yeah, it's a nice double album, picture in the sleeves. Sounds really good, so no problem there. Like I say, I've got pretty much all these tracks, I think, on the original albums. So, but yeah, cracking film and a cracking soundtrack as well. I think this is one as well. It's quite heavily vinyl centric as well in the film. So yeah, if it's good enough for Iron Man to play vinyl, it's good enough for everybody. So cracking soundtrack. Grab that one if you're into AC/DC. It's quite cheap as well. I think it was only like £12 on Amazon for a double album. Crazy. Actually, I'll just jump. It's this one while we're on the soundtrack. This one I've been after for a while. Blade Runner. The soundtrack to the film, the same name obviously, by Vangelis. My Blade Runner is, for anybody that knows me, my favourite film of all time. I think Ridley Scott's vision was just pure genius. So many films have effectively borrowed or ripped it off from since. Yeah, I just love Harrison Ford's character, his old performance. Rutger Hauer has probably put his best performance on film as well in Blade Runner. And the soundtrack as well just seems to be one of those soundtracks. I mean, some soundtracks, like, okay, fair enough, the AC/DC one sort of ties in with the film. It's, you know, it's quite action packed, big bombastic, you know, special effects. AC/DC fits the bill on that one. But from an original score that's been penned specifically for the film, can't think of anything. Maybe bar John Carpenter's Halloween that really fits the bill and is almost like as iconic as the film itself. Maybe Star Wars, but every time I hear this, it just reminds me of Blade Runner, and it's just such a perfect marriage as well. So this is the US issue on Audio Fidelity. It's a lovely gatefold, nice glossy cover, and it comes with the red vinyl. I'd say it's one I've just not, for whatever reason, just hadn't got round to buying, and I was in the mood to buy it in a local record shop, and typically it sold it that week, I think. But he managed to get me in another copy, so that was great. I think it's quite readily available in the US, but don't see them that often over here, so I think it must be an import only thing. But again, reasonably priced. It was around the 25 mark, so not too bad at all. I remember when I first looked at getting a copy, I saw some crazy dude on Amazon wanting £600 for it or something, or maybe even 800. Just crackers, and you could buy it from Amazon direct at that time for about £30. I know, 35. So crazy, some people. Anyway, so if you haven't seen the film, see the film. If you have seen the film, you want the soundtrack. Simple as that. Superb. Next one, I mentioned this over Christmas as well, that it was on the way through, which is She and Him. It's classics, which is basically a cover of some American standard classics by She and Him, as the title suggests. Really do like her voice, and I like the collaboration basically that they have together. It just seems really, really good. There's a picture in the sleeve there. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's another cracking album. Comes with an MP3 download card. Just a really good, strong album. If you've got any other She and Him stuff, which up until this only had the Christmas album, so I picked up on this. It's a very old sort of looking cover as well, so it reminds me of the old sort of vinyl. Maybe it's probably just the Columbia trademark there anyway, but yeah, like the old sort of jazz sort of feel to it, I suppose is what they're going with, the classics side of things. But yeah, loved it. It's fantastic. If you love the She and Him stuff, then grab it. And also got, actually I think this was a Christmas one. I think this was a Christmas one. It may have escaped one of my videos, but this is volume 2. Again, I've not actually listened to this one yet, I don't think, anyway, but printed in a, again, they really do go to town on the packaging, these guys, that Merge Records. I really like the effort, and they always sound good as well. I'll say the two I've listened to so far been really good. So yeah, so that's good. I need to listen to that one. And if it's as if it's as good as the others I've listened to, then it should be a cracking album. So that's She and Him. So I just need I think volume 1 and volume 3. Don't think there was a volume 4. I could be wrong. Need to check that one out. So yes, that's She and Him. Now this one, a couple of guys on the VC have already mentioned this one, and it's been on my radar for a while, and I just happened to pick up a couple of bits from the record shop the other day, and I was saying, can you get hold of this? And they said, well, we've actually got a copy upstairs. So Primus and the Chocolate Factory. So just basically it's a reimagining, or not so much a cover, but a reworking of the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Gene Wilder original film. And again, it's I mean, if you like Primus, you know what to expect basically. But yeah, it's I think to the uninitiated for Primus how to describe it, and it's not really something I can describe really. I think you're just going to have to listen to it. Pretty basic package, but I think it's only £15. Loving the colour on that, lovely lilac. But apparently this one is an EU pressing. That's what Scott Crash told me. And they don't have the option to win the golden ticket, which is slightly annoying. So it seems to be US only. So you guys in the US, you are the lucky guys to get hold of a US pressing as well. If you can get a golden ticket, should I say? And it comes with a CD, which there you go. When they come out. So yes, for those that play it on CD as well. Can't grumble really. It's yeah, cheap as chips really for vinyl these days. But yeah, I loved it. I mean, I love the film, love the soundtrack. I think it's a cracking soundtrack. I like Tim Burton's version as well. But yeah, I've always liked Primus. I think Les Claypool, absolute genius. Underrated band as well, although some would possibly say overrated. But yeah, glad to have this one. I've listened to it digitally before and loved it. And this just, yeah, spot on. Sounds really, really good. Right, so now I'm going for the Weezer stuff. I think I've shown a couple. I think it was Pinkerton and something else. But anyway, so I've literally gone through and picked up all the MoFi pressings that they've done for Weezer. So yeah, so this is Make Believe. Obviously in no particular order. This is the one with Beverly Hills on. We Are All on Drugs and so forth. Yeah, I'm not going to go through and explain all the Weezer albums. I know there's a lot of Weezer fans out there, and there's a lot of Weezer naysayers. And if you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. A lot of people say Weezer sort of went off the boil. For me personally, I always liked them anyway, even when they were particularly not on form. The recent album is fantastic, but I think these are too. Yeah, it's great. Fantastic production. I mean, the mastering, the MoFi mastering and stuff, it uses the Gain 2 Ultra analog system. So I'm really impressed by the analog pressings that MoFi do. So if there's a MoFi version out there of an album I want, then I will try and source that out. So yeah, so that's Weezer, Make Believe. We'll just basically go through the others as well. This one is The Lion and the Witch. Just love the cover art on that one. I think that's awesome. Some details in there. Now this one is the, I believe it was the CD only. Fan Club edition. So this is the only vinyl pressing available. It's on MoFi. Seems to be readily available. I know there's a lot on eBay. But again, I got all these from Crash Records in Leeds, so which is a fantastic little record store. If anybody lives in the area, then check it out if you haven't done already, which I'm sure you probably have. But yeah, again, another classic Weezer. So, and again, going through. I'm not going to sit down and explain everything. You guys know all about these albums already. It's just literally a matter of showing off. Just not showing off, showing the MoFi pressings. Yeah, I mean the green is hash pipe. Everybody knows that. It's fantastic. But again, as with all the master recording series that I've heard, MoFi pressings just sound superb. I mean, I don't mind, I won't say paying the extra. I think these worked out at around the £25 mark as well, so you know, you're paying that for the reissue standard series. I'd rather pay the extra few pounds just to get the MoFi pressings. This is obviously blue, which tends to be the fans' favourite. It's either this one or Pinkerton. In there. Again, sounds absolutely cracking. Buddy Holly on there, which everybody knows. So yeah, and that's it for the new ones. But yeah, I mean, I can't recommend the MoFi stuff enough. I know it can be pricey, but if you can sort out a deal with your local record shop, definitely worthwhile. Yeah, I mean, there's a few MoFi pressings that I really want. The Megadeth Countdown to Extinction is one that I'm really after at the moment. Just trying to find it at a reasonable price. It's very hard to find in the UK. There seems to be a lot of pressings out there in the US on eBay, but I'm obviously once you add import charges and shipping and so forth, you're looking at £100 before you even start, minimum. So so yeah, it's a lot of money to pay for a record, even though Megadeth Countdown to Extinction is awesome. So yeah, so that's it for the new releases. I'll do another video after this one, and we'll go through the couple of digs that happened on Saturday. Till then, thank you very much. Thanks for watching.